Welcome to the 2022 Grand March, live from Salem High School in Salem, New Hampshire. And now, in the Davis Gymnasium, your hosts for the evening, Susan McLaughlin and Chris Hazel.
2022. I'm Susan McLaughlin, here with co-host
Chris Hazel, and I can't believe they keep inviting me back for this. I don't know. I must be doing something okay. Always one of my favorite events of the year, I have to tell you. I get to teach these kids every day, and then I turn around and I don't recognize them. I'm like, my God, they clean up so nice. It's so wonderful to see them all dressed up, the guys looking all dapper and the girls looking beautiful in their gowns. And Susan, I think we have a special guest with us.
We really do. We have the new principal for Salem High School, Jeff Dennis. So good evening, Jeff.
Well, good evening to both of you.
Thank you. Jeff, now you're just coming off of a few years of Dean of Students. How has that transition been?
Well, I didn't have to spend time setting this up like I've had in the past, so that was nice. I provided a little bit of insight to help Dean Perrin out. But other than that, it's been her show, and I've been taking a little bit of a back seat and watching this unfold and seeing all the students come in.
I know, it really is a very good time. So, Jeff, did you have any long-term goals and short-term goals when you heard you were going to be principal?
Gosh, it was like a hurricane up in my head when I got the news that I was going to be principal. And, really, from my standpoint, I was looking forward to us just opening, having activities for the students, having spectators in the stands, being able to go in the Performing Arts Center to watch the students. And really, that was the one thing that I set out, making sure that we have an opportunity to recognize our students.
I think that did happen this year too, luckily. But have you had any lingering results or ramifications from COVID?
No, I think the building as a whole and the district as a whole has really endured the whole COVID pandemic. And the cooperation of the community, the students, and all the staff in the building have done a tremendous job in making sure that we can keep our students in school.
So, Jeff, we have a big, exciting few weeks ahead of us. The seniors are graduating. Give us some details about that, the time of the graduation, the day of the graduation.
Yeah, absolutely. It's my favorite month, besides the opening of the school year. So graduation is Friday, June the 10th. And it's at 6 o'clock on Grant Field. We're gonna keep our fingers crossed with good weather.
Right.
But we're looking forward to that. It's a fun-filled, packed week for our seniors. Anywhere from rehearsal on Wednesday, senior barbecue on Wednesday, senior safe night on Wednesday. We'll give them the day off on Thursday just to recoup from the all-night festivities. And then they're back here again on the rehearsal on Friday out on Grant Field.
And then they hit the road to their new life. Do you have any advice for them?
My advice to this class of 22, they've endured like in the classes that the last couple of years. The difference is they've had pre-COVID and the dead smack in the middle of COVID, and now we're here on the post-end of COVID. So they've really had the experience of three phases of their span of their 4 years. But I wish them nothing but well. Stay true to themselves. Keep, learning and seeking more. And that's what I want from the class of 2022.
Thank you, Jeff. Have a great night.
All right, thank you.
So that was great. And that was interesting that they have had a lot of adversity. They've had a lot of canceled events. Their sophomore dance was canceled. Their junior prom was canceled. So they're a resilient bunch, but I guess we have more people coming in.
Resilience, perseverance, a lot of those terms get thrown around a lot, and this group more than ever, they've really just gone through it all, and so we do have some guests with us sitting down right now. We'll have to ask them those questions.
Okay.
I love those shades. It's looking good. So what we were just talking about, your 4 years at Salem High School has been probably one of the most interesting 4 years of high school that anyone could have possibly have. Students of the class of 2022, you've been through it all. Reflect back on those 4 years and what it's like to be here now, graduating.
So it was definitely a wild jump from freshman year and sophomore year, because freshman year went by pretty normal. Sophomore year, though, we just get a message in March that 2 weeks off of school, and it turns I'm now a senior at my final prom, about to graduate and go on to the next 4 years of my life.
And where are you headed next year?
I'm going to Virginia Tech.
Oh, that's pretty awesome. Incredible. Yeah, you guys really went, and us teachers went through it a little bit too, obviously, but for you guys, holed up in your rooms doing homeschooling via computer, could you imagine flash forward just 2 short years later and everything feels sort of back to normal?
So as back to normal as these things are, it's definitely been a wild ride. And I think that it's just been wild, and I'm at a loss of words.
Absolutely, cool. And then your lovely date?
Yes, what's your name?
I'm Neve Edwards.
Hi, your dress is lovely, and I know with the prom, the dress, it's all about the dress.
Yes.
What was that process?
So this is actually my friend's dress from last year. So
Oh, smart.
she wore it last year and I loved it, so I figured I might as well wear it this year.
It's really pretty. So tell me, what were some of the highlight things that happened over your 4 years here?
I would say definitely the highlights were the dances and the homecomings, just like this. They're definitely my favorite with the whole grade together and everyone in the school. It's just such a fun time.
What are you hoping to do in the fall?
In the fall, I'm going to the University of South Carolina for nursing.
Oh, wow, good luck to you. Do you have any advice to the incoming freshmen?
I would definitely say get involved in as much as you can over your 4 years. Do all the clubs you
Good
want to
advice.
do, the CTE classes, go to all the dances. Just make the most of your time.
We hope you have a wonderful time.
Thank you.
Have a blast. Enjoy yourselves. Great.
Yeah.
So, what I love is a Wyndham student, by the way, that
Oh.
was sitting with me, Health Ox student.
Oh.
And, we were just chatting while you two were chatting. We have those sending students from Wyndham, from Timberlane, from all over. And they're just very much a part of our school just as much as all the other, quote, Salem kids. They come in, they take buses here for their CTE trade courses, and it's quite a bit for them. The sending students that come in and take our CTE classes every day, and the dedication that those kids have to
Right.
taking our CTE programs is not unnoticed by us teachers. However, we do have a very special guest with us right now.
I apologize for cutting right in front of you.
No, you're fine.
Maura Palmer,
Paying attention.
the new superintendent of Salem High School. Hi,
Hello,
Maura.
Susan. Hello, Chris. How
How
are
are
you?
you? Good, good.
How was your first year?
It's been wonderful. I cannot believe we're already in the middle of May. It's flown, but it's been a fabulous year.
Yeah.
Great group of kids. Good year.
Now, what did you think some of the challenges were going to be coming into this year?
I knew we'd still face some COVID challenges. Unfortunately, we lasted a lot longer than I thought we would with the mask wearing and that sort of thing. Just a big district, so lots of people to work with, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Kids
You know what
coming up
else?
behind
What
me.
about the Woodbury? What's going on,
The
Maura?
Woodbury project. Anybody who drives by Main Street can see how wonderful the project's coming along. It's going to be quite the facility when it's all done. I'm sorry, I'm sweating.
How far along would you say we are?
About halfway through. Another year and a half or so, maybe a little longer, we'll be all set.
Oh, that's exciting. Do you have anything for Maura?
I just want to say it's been a great year, and we've really appreciated the smooth transition for leadership. I know, obviously, when a new superintendent comes in, what I think one of the greatest things me as a teacher here at Salem High School and Salem School District is seeing the progression of leadership. So I appreciate that, and I guess I know probably Susan asked you, but some highlights from some highlights for this year. What was one of your biggest highlights of the year?
Seeing the Woodbury project move along has been a wonderful highlight. Events like this, it makes the class just shine.
Yep.
I love when we have our presentations from the schools at the school board meetings and see all the things that the kids are doing in the classrooms and the teachers, the wonderful things every day. And just, visits around the district. It's just a wonderful place to be.
And what is your advice to the seniors as they go on to the next phase?
My advice is to just embrace every minute. Everybody says it, and it's so true how quickly time goes by. My own son's a senior this year, and his time has flown in high school. And best of luck to everybody. Just enjoy the ride.
Great advice.
You're very welcome.
Thank you, Maura.
It is kind of hard to hear what each other are saying.
Well, I was getting attacked from behind from kids coming up saying hi.
So Chris Hazel's a very popular teacher.
No, not at
in
all.
town, but we've got
Hello,
two
Donovan.
more. Wonderful.
So Donovan, I was at the activity awards the other day, and I saw obviously you've been so involved with the theater and everything like that. What are you going to miss about your time here at Salem High School?
Honestly, I'm gonna miss the fact that I have such a strong community who I've come to know so well over 12 years. I'm gonna miss knowing everyone I see.
That's probably true. And where are you headed next year?
I'm going to Brown next year.
Brown University, that's excellent. I guess there's probably a lot of highlights in your 4 years, but is there one particular thing you could hang your hat on and say that was my favorite moment at Salem?
I would say my favorite moment at Salem is probably auditioning for my freshman musical.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. It was a super cool experience. It was nothing like what I've seen at Woodbury, what I've seen before anywhere else. And it was really the gateway point for my 4 years of performing arts.
And what are you going to be pursuing at Brown?
Pre-medical biochemistry.
That's excellent.
That's awesome.
And your lovely date?
Yes, what's your name?
Ava.
Hi, Ava. Your dress is lovely. Was it a whole process getting the dress?
I went to a couple of different stores and tried on a bunch of different gowns, and I told myself I wasn't going to get a green dress this year because I always go for green, but then I ended up falling in love with this one.
Well, it looks awesome. So, Ava, what were some of the highlights of your 4 years here at Salem High?
Definitely the clubs I was a part of. I was a huge part of the performing arts as well as some student government, like class council and student council, and just really getting to meet people from all different grades and making friends. Like I have a lot of friends that are juniors, and I'm going to obviously miss them next year, but it's been nice to make friends outside of your age group.
What are you hoping to do in the fall?
I'm heading to Clemson, South Carolina, and I'm going to be a biological science major.
Oh, we wish you the best of luck. And are you giving advice to anybody that for the incoming freshmen too?
Definitely get involved early. Go and meet your teachers and go for help if you need it. Everyone's super awesome and willing to help you out if you just ask.
Thank you. Have a great night.
Enjoy your night.
Thank you very
Absolutely.
much. Absolutely.
All right.
Oh, so how exciting. There's such a high feeling in the room.
I think honestly there is, and again, if you just look at what this class has gone through, we're joined by some new stellar guests here, and so again, we're just kind of sort of asking most of the kids what your 4 years marked by all kinds of craziness, and this year somewhat normal. Some of your favorite highlights from your 4 years at Salem High School?
Well, I think my favorite part about Salem High School was definitely I think the musical was pretty fun. The SpongeBob musical was pretty fun.
Oh, I think everyone would agree.
Yeah. I feel like this year in particular is the year that I feel like, I think for me especially, and maybe for Liam as well, we've both gone out there more, been more confident, and just felt like, why not look at school more of just like a fun thing to do rather than like a have to do it sort of situation.
Well, your group more than ever saw what it was like not to be in school, and I think you appreciated maybe being in school surrounded by your friends. Speaking of school, next year, what are your plans?
I'm going to Wentworth Institute of Technology for cybersecurity.
That's an excellent, excellent career path, and I wish you all of the best for sure.
All right, so what's your name?
My name is Liam Levitt.
Hi. So were you also in theater? What's that experience?
I played SpongeBob in the musical, and it was an awesome experience.
That looked like it was the most colorful, fun show.
It was very fun. It was very fun.
All right. What are some of the highlights of your 4 years here?
Definitely doing theater. I did band, I did chorus this year. It was a great time. Performing arts was an awesome experience for me. It made the 4 years worth it.
Yeah. And what is some of your advice for the incoming freshmen?
I'd have to say, put yourself out there.
Put yourself out there. And where are you going in the fall?
I'm going to Plymouth State University.
Oh, you're going there too. We wish you the best of luck. Have fun tonight.
Thank you.
Have a blast, you guys. Enjoy yourselves.
I really will. Thank you very much, Mr. Hazel.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
All right.
Oh,
Excellent. So we're getting some shots of everyone milling about.
Yeah.
For those of people that are new to Grand March, it's a great tradition here at Salem High School. All the students gather here in the gymnasium. Eventually we'll be leading up to the promenade, where they will actually promenade down the hallway out the front of the building. They'll take a left and go down a red carpet and have this sort of Hollywood-esque red carpet affair, and it's a really, really
wonderful
great event.
experience for them.
I am joined by the lovely Miss Kristen Perron, and she is completing her first year as Dean of Students, coming from Pinkerton Academy, I might say. So, what was your first impressions of Salem High School, and now knowing what you know about Salem High School, how do you feel about our school system and school?
Yeah, well, it's been a really exciting year. I love it, the culture here, and just how involved the kids are, as you can see. they get excited about all the events, so it's always just a fun time with them.
And it's been an incredible year, sometimes challenging year. I mean, I think overall, though, the great part of this year is seeing the community of students come back together and having kids get back into their routines. Some of your highlights of the year.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that, again, just like getting used to some of the events from the beginning of the year, something as simple as just having an assembly and seeing the kids back together again. They were awesome at their senior assembly, so much energy. So just anything we can do, getting them together, activity awards. I mean, they're just excited to have everything up and running.
And what are you looking forward to tonight and also the rest of the year?
I am excited for them to get to Atkinson and just see how hard their advisor has worked. It's going to look fantastic, and I just think they deserve it after everything. Bring it in and have a great event for the wrap-up of the year.
Well, thank you for all you do and for all your
Have
support.
fun, Kristen.
Thank you so much. Absolutely. Thanks for joining us, Kristen.
Oh boy, so her first year.
Her first year as one of the deans of students, and she's been great. And we have we have Nate Cooper,
Right.
Meredith LaPointe, and so all of their hard work obviously comes together to put this stuff on.
We have a couple more guests. What's your name?
My name's Michael Hadoud.
Hi, Michael. So, exciting night, huh?
Oh, very, yes. It's a great ending to the year.
What are some of your highlights of the 4 years here at Salem High?
Definitely, I'm in the band in the All-State Festival this year, and that was really exciting to be with that many talented musicians. That was great.
That's awesome. Now, are you two friends, or are you boyfriend and girlfriend? Or?
Oh, we're friends. We've been friends since 5th grade. So.
Now, did you say if we don't have a date by the senior year, we'll go to prom together?
That's actually exactly what happened. Yeah. It's, yep. It is. Yeah. Freshman year, we were like, okay, if we're not dating anyone, then we go together, and then.
And you decided to pick the blue. You coordinated in the blue.
Yes, we did. Yeah.
What's your advice to the incoming freshmen?
Just enjoy it. It goes by really fast, and there's so many great opportunities. You just gotta lean into it and enjoy it.
And where do you hope to go in the fall?
UMass Lowell for music education.
Good luck. Have fun tonight.
Thank you.
So I am joined here by Kendall Snyder. And Kendall, one of the funny things happened to me today, walking down the hall, and all of a sudden I see you sitting there with the Worcester Polytech sweatshirt. So I know you headed to Worcester Polytech in the fall, and I shared with you my son will be there. Are you excited about going to Worcester Polytech in the fall?
I'm very excited. It has a lot of great opportunities, and it's going to be very cool.
One of the other cool things is we'll be traveling with a bunch of students to Skills USA Nationals in the end of June. And so do you want to tell us a little bit about what you'll be doing in Atlanta, Georgia?
Yeah, of course. I competed a couple months ago in the related technical math for New Hampshire for all the CTE departments, and I got the silver medal. The gold decided not to go, so I get to go and compete for related technical math, which is really exciting.
It's a very exciting trip, and I'm sure you're going to do fantastic and represent the state of New Hampshire well. One of your other passions, I should say, you were in the engineering program here at Salem High School in CT. What were some of your highlights in that course over the last couple of years?
I've been a part of the robotics team here at Salem High for all 4 years, which was a great opportunity. I got to learn a lot about fabrication, manufacturing, and stuff like that, and it's given me great experience for the real world.
And you'll be taking up mathematics at Worcester Polytech, and I wish you all the luck, and I hope you have a blast tonight.
Thank you.
All right. So here we are again, and we're checking out some of the tuxedos, and of course, us guys, we know. We just show up in a suit and a tie and whatnot, and we're really second fiddle to all of these beautiful gowns and beautiful dresses and stuff like that.
I feel like it's easier. Do you feel like it's easier? I feel like it's easier
for a guy. It's pretty easy. Yeah, we just throw a suit on.
What's your name?
I'm Tommy.
Hi, Tommy. So, was it a bit of a coordinating effort getting this whole outfit together?
Oh, definitely.
It was.
Definitely
even
was.
for a guy. What is it? The flowers?
It's the shoes. I had to match the shoes.
Whoa.
The shoes are rocking. They are
incredible.
awesome. So, what are some of your highlights of 4 years here at Salem High?
4 years? Gotta be sports. Sports is my highlights.
Really, what do you play?
Football, baseball.
Oh, nice. So you've had a pretty good year, right?
Yeah, very good year. It's been fun.
That was awesome. And where are you going in the fall?
Me, I'm going to Keene State to play baseball.
Oh, that's awesome. And what advice do you have for the incoming freshmen?
Advice? Don't let the grade slip early because it's hard to come back.
Oh, that's wonderful. Hey, have a
Very,
great time.
very, very good advice, I would say. Talking about reflecting upon the last 4 years at Salem High School, obviously things have gotten much better, and I'm sure you're loving it being a senior with all these events coming back to normal. But what are some of your favorite moments in 4 years?
Well, I'm not even a senior. It's his prom.
There we go.
So I'm hitching on the prom thing,
That's
but
good.
I'm a sophomore. So this is only my second year here, so I have many more moments to, I guess.
You're one of the lucky ones, what these guys went through, 4 years of high
It's
school.
only like my freshman year that was weird, so I get a better high school experience than I guess some of the seniors got.
So being a sophomore, you're in your second year, you can talk to those freshmen or the incoming freshmen. What advice would you give them to transition into high school?
I would just tell them that, it's really great being in sports and other activities, and to just be an overall student and not just focusing on grades. It's important, I think, doing other things except for just focusing on grades. Yeah, they're important, but you should focus on other things.
Getting involved, absolutely. Well, we hope you guys have an absolute blast tonight. You guys look great. Enjoy yourselves.
Fun.
All right.
Wow, they are going to have such a great time.
I think, like I said, I can't stress enough how happy these kids must be enjoying a real moment, a real prom.
Such a wonderful
and
high
all these
night,
real
I'm
events,
sure.
absolutely.
For sure is.
What's your name?
My name's Ryan Gomez.
Hi, Ryan. So what are some of the highlights of your 4 years here?
I think just the people that I met throughout these 4 years and just playing baseball as well was just really fun, meeting new people, all the teachers. It was a really good time.
Oh, that's awesome. Where are you going in the fall?
I'm going to Husson University. I'm going to be playing baseball, and I'm going in there for accounting.
Oh, okay. Good for you. What advice do you have for the incoming freshmen?
Just be smart and just have fun. I mean, at the end of the day, it's just making friends and learning. So
Hope you have so much fun tonight.
thank you.
What's on the agenda next year?
So I'm going to Stonehill College for finance. And then I just really plan on working on school and trying to get a good job after college.
Absolutely. And I guess we've been sort of being a broken record here, but I just have to ask, after everything you guys have been through, your 4 years of high school have been sort of marked by some interesting challenges, online learning. Does it make it a little bit more sweet right now that you have this kind of regular type of prom, regular moment?
Honestly, yeah, it feels more normal, actually. I feel like everything like last year or the year before was so weird. It was just weird. I don't know how else to say it. It was just weird. But this year it just feels very normal, and I love it. It makes high school more fun this way.
For us teachers, too, I can assure you that we're much happier with this. But hope you guys have a blast. You look fantastic. Enjoy yourselves, and good luck next year. Absolutely.
Oh, yes, I have to talk to them because I know in their junior year they didn't have a junior prom, but some parents put together a little get-together.
Yeah.
So they had an impromptu junior
Yes.
prom. So let's ask these kids. We're going to start.
Absolutely. So, Alyssa Romanovitz, a junior attending the senior prom, looking very lovely, with Matt over here on my right. Being a junior at the senior prom, how cool is this?
7 out of 10, pretty cool.
Just a 7 out of 10?
I expected a balloon arch and fireworks.
Maybe that'll happen at the prom. You don't know that, Alyssa.
I'm sorry, you're right.
See, this back and forth rapport is built over a course of a year in TV class. Absolutely. You can't buy this kind of stuff, can you?
This is unmatched. This is unmatched right here.
Absolutely. And Alyssa, some of your highlights this year were?
Enlist.
TV class.
Enlist.
Just say TV class.
TV class.
Very good. Matt?
So I understand your sophomore year, your sophomore dance was canceled the night it was going to happen, correct?
Yeah.
Take us back there. What was the feeling when you found that out?
It was really just disappointing. I was pretty excited for it. It was going to be a good time.
Yes, I know. It was like the rug pulled out. Then in your junior prom, what happened?
We weren't able to have one, but we did something else special. With some parents organized it.
Does it make the senior prom all that much sweeter?
Yeah, it does.
All right. So what are some of your highlights of your 4 years?
My 4 years, I just like all the friends I made, all the sports and all the sporting events and stuff. All the time I get to spend with everyone around me.
What advice do you have for the incoming freshmen?
The incoming freshmen, just make the most out of it. It goes really fast.
It does go fast, doesn't it? And here's a tip: college goes faster.
And if you have the opportunity to become Larry the Lobster, you take that opportunity.
For sure.
Take TV.
No, if you have the opportunity to become Larry the Lobster.
That is true. Become Larry the Lobster. It is so fun.
SpongeBob was a highlight, wasn't it?
SpongeBob? Okay.
Yes, she was Larry the Lobster.
Well, have a wonderful
We're
time
going to let you guys
tonight.
line up because it looks like everybody's starting to line up.
It does
Matt,
look like
Alyssa,
that.
enjoy yourselves. Thank you. You look lovely. You look handsome. Good job, you guys. Well, we're looking at right now is the lineup. And again, just to kind of give everybody a little preview, we're going to start seeing the promenade happening fairly soon where the students will march down the hallways. And again, it's a celebrity moment for these kids.
So you guys look great. What's your name?
I'm Phil Breton.
Hi. So are you going as friends or you boyfriend and girlfriend?
We're going as friends.
You're going as friends. And did you decide that many years ago? You said, come senior prom. If we don't have a date, we're going as friends.
No. We decided, what, a month ago? A month and a half? I was at home with COVID. It was fun.
Oh, geez. So what have you done in the 4 years here? What are some of the highlights?
I graduated in 2020. That is a highlight. That was good.
That was a tough year to graduate. You had the drive-through graduation, right?
Yeah.
But it was still fun.
It was fun, yeah. I got to hang out my window, so.
What are you doing now?
I go to UNH.
Oh, all right, good. So what are you going for?
Math. Yeah.
Good luck.
That's the reaction I get.
That's great. Good luck. Have fun tonight.
So obviously this is your prom, and you must be psyched that it's 2022 and we're sort of back to normal and you get to have this real type prom. But what were some of your biggest highlights this year?
Definitely the winter musical. I was in SpongeBob. Just getting to be able to perform live again is really awesome.
And who were you in SpongeBob? Because we just had Larry the Lobster here.
Oh, I was Sandy Cheeks.
You were, and you did an excellent job as Sandy Cheeks. And where are you headed next year?
I'm going to Belmont University in Nashville, Tennessee.
Excellent. What are you going to be studying down there?
I'm going to study music business.
That's actually a very cool, very, very cool major. It's something I hadn't heard of, but that's very cool. And so your future plans, what's your intention? What do you think? What do you want to do with that degree?
Well, I'd like to work in the music industry in Nashville, maybe with a record label or some sort of streaming service. And I'd also like to pursue a career in singing and songwriting while I'm there.
That's excellent. And so you were a big part, theater was a big part of you, I should say. Was that something you came into right away freshman year, this is what I want to do, or was there something that sparked your interest along the way?
Well, I started theater in 6th grade at Woodbury, so I came in already knowing I wanted to continue doing that as well.
And you had a great support system here, didn't you? Name some of those people.
Mrs. Horai, thank you, Mr. Poirier, Mr. Clausen, Mrs. Pythman, Molly Derrig.
Yeah. I will say, when I came into the school system about 6 years ago, I had never seen a media, theater, arts department, and I feel like this district invests so much into it, and I'm sure that that's been helpful to you as you've gone through your course.
I have to say Bouge, too.
Oh my God, how could you forget Bouge? So what are you looking forward to tonight?
Dancing.
Oh, fun. Is that what you're looking for? No,
Dancing,
you didn't even
food,
get it.
all of the above. That's, the standard answer. Absolutely. So, well, we're going to let you guys line up.
Are you looking
because
forward
you have
to your
some
prom?
grand marching to do.
You didn't get the other
No,
one.
I didn't
and
get
what
one.
we're going to do is...
But I'm really excited to come back and get one for me, but also to get a good night for Natalie.
Oh, that'll be fun. Yeah, you didn't get the prom, and did you get a junior prom?
I was in Ohio during it. I didn't go for bands. Yeah.
All right. Have a great time.
Thank you.
Get in line. Have fun. Absolutely. Enjoy yourselves.
Ready. The
This is it.
lineup is, they're already moving out the door. So as they start moving out the door, we are going to be able to toss this to the senior class advisor, Lauren Carney. She does a great job talking about the challenges that this class has had and the resilience and the persistence they had to carry through.
Absolutely. Take it away, Lauren.
Looking back on the last 4 years, they're resilient, they're hardworking, they're positive. They've obviously had the struggles through sophomore and junior year of COVID. They lost out on a sophomore year dance. It was canceled March 13th, the day that it was supposed to happen, the day the school kind of shut down, and they had planned that it was going to be the first ever winter whiteout dance. So they were devastated, and we haven't been able to do that over the last couple of years, but they still were positive and said, hey, classes down the future can use our stuff and they can have it. They didn't have a junior prom here last year either because the school really focused on the seniors. So this is a big night for them, and I think they've always stayed positive. They've always fundraised. They've worked hard to get to this moment. So I think they definitely are the most resilient class that I've worked with. I think something unique about them is so many kids I've talked to, they're all going in their own directions, which I think is great. They're not all going to college. Some are going into the military, some are working. I think they just need to do what makes them the happiest and take advice from people, but always just listen to themselves.
You're watching the Salem High School Class of 2022 Grand March, live from Salem High School.
here? Your son or your daughter? Son. Son. Beautiful. Beautiful.
Do you know when it started?
It should be any minute.
Okay, well, the big moment is upon us, and this is the part that everybody waits for. And you know what's crazy? I didn't even realize that last year there were no parents here.
Oh, that's
and now
right.
It's back to that, what I remember it as, packed around the corner with parents just
It really
waiting
is.
to see their kids.
The excitement is palpable. Also, last year we were calling this prom the bestie prom because no outside people were allowed. It was just from within.
Right.
This year it's all mixed, which is wonderful.
Absolutely. And the bestie meaning a lot of best friends because it was only seniors allowed last year, only Salem High School seniors. So what I got to see in there right now was some of my TV sending students, and there's also a couple of former students that I happen to see in there. And then it shocked me back to reality, like, oh yeah, that's right. So again, you get to see former students, sending students, and just the excitement out here right now with all the parents and walking down that promenade ourselves right now. The parents all kind of eagerly waiting with cameras ready to take pictures of all their kids.
I got to tell you, it is so exciting. The parents are all excited. They've got the cameras. They're ready to go. There's the still cameras. There's the video cameras.
Yep.
It's all happening.
Yep.
And by the way, you can watch this on Channel 6 in just a short while.
Oh yes, yeah. So after it live streams, they'll be airing it on Channel 6 on repeat, so you get to watch and pick up on some of the things you might have missed.
Right.
But I will say, this year felt really good from the teaching aspect, seeing the kids sort of come back together and gel. One of the little things that people don't realize is the social aspect of school is just as important as the academic aspect. And so just seeing the kids collaborate, work together, and sort of have that teamwork attitude. In TV class, obviously, in my class, it's a little different because it's collaboration.
Right.
We rely on that teamwork. But even in a math or an English class, it's important for the kids to be able to work together. So guess what, Susan? The moment's upon us. Such a cool moment for them.
Oh, here's we go. We've got a lavender dress.
Katie Jamer in the lavender dress. She is a longtime TV student. Yeah, I think you said it best. I think jewel, emeralds, whatever. All of the above.
Tones, yes.
Yep.
So we've got some fun sunglasses coming
Yeah,
up. We
absolutely.
did notice that a couple of times tonight.
We will.
Looking
I
very
love the
dapper.
sunglasses. They're looking excellent. Very, very dapper.
Great.
Absolutely.
Forward to the
Yes,
dancing.
yep.
That's
So
what it's all
I
about.
have to make mention Nina Galvez right here with Jenna McDowell. So Nina is directing the video yearbook this year. Jenna McDowell is a freshman at Emerson.
Oh,
And two of my all-star TV production students right there. So nice, yep. You know what, it always impresses me the amount of effort. Like I said, I can't say it enough that Salem School District Media, Salem Community Television, and the theater department puts into this event.
So much effort.
Every event.
Right, people don't realize it. The setup of the lights, the carpet, and running of the wires.
Yep.
It is
Behind the scenes, it's a team effort.
It is. It's a real team effort.
And we are lucky to have Bob Berthel. We pulled him out of retirement to pinch hit and be on camera. I know Aaron Shamshoyan is directing this event for Salem School District Media right now. And he had some big shoes to fill when Bob left.
He's doing it. It's going fine.
Excellent job. Yeah. And everybody's looking so nice.
So we've got two shades of pink, a soft pink blush
absolutely.
and a hot pink.
Of course, you know, this is the neon pinks just take me right back to the 80s.
Oh, wow.
Which I love. That's my generation when the hot pinks, the neon colors were all the rage.
Yes.
You do see trends coming back, which I do love.
Definitely do.
Excellent. So I have to say, I'm very happy to see this next couple coming up, Cam Mack and Abby Thomas. I think I talked Abby into coming, and I said, "You got to come. You got to get here." And she wasn't. They weren't going to come to the Grand March, but I'm very happy to see you guys here, and you look lovely.
Very
you do.
coordinated perfectly.
Yep. Two of my
Perfectly.
stellar TV2 students. Yep.
Do you
Yep.
have a theme for the video yearbook?
Yeah, you know what? We do have a theme for the video yearbook. It's kind of a funny one this year, and the theme is there is no video yearbook.
Oh,
That's the
no.
joke of it. There is one, but our joke is that at the beginning of the video yearbook that we say, well, we don't have one, and then they go out and they get all these fun videos and they act like they just put it together in one day. So it's kind of fun, and I think
Okay.
people will enjoy it. Yep.
And the debut on that is that
And so there is a safe night this year, and that's another great thing that's coming back.
Yeah.
That hasn't been for the past couple of years. They're doing a safe night here where the kids get to come
Right.
and they get to stay the night in the Davis gym, and that's when they premiere the yearbook video, and they have all kinds of food and games and fun for the kids, and
that's
it's
a
just
nice
a
night.
great night for them. Absolutely.
It's almost like a pre-graduation party.
It is, and you know, I think a lot of the kids see it as like their last big get together.
Yeah.
Where
That's right.
they're all together just having fun, because, you know, let's face it, graduation is fantastic, but it's not like a social event.
Right.
It's sort of, you know, it's a very, you know, it's
Formal.
an important formal ceremony, and it's important.
Right.
But the last big social gathering that these kids have is really the safe night where they get together and have fun together and just act like kids for the last time, because, you know,
I
big
know
things
they've
coming.
had, in the past, they've had like obstacle courses, inflatable
Yes.
obstacle.
Yep.
And they've had hypnotists.
Yep. And if I could put in a plug for the Safe Night Committee, they are still looking for volunteers.
Right.
They're looking for people. I know there's some information out on Principal Jeff Dennis's blog.
Okay, yeah.
And I know that there's opportunities for donations, there's opportunities for volunteers, and I really, it takes these kind of volunteer efforts for people to step up, so that give these kids a great night and a memorable night.
And to the parents of the juniors, I know they look to you because you're going to kind of reap the benefits of it the next year as seniors.
They are, and again, it's events like this, it's events like Safe Night and all these things where it takes a village, as they say, of a lot of people to put these events on for the kids.
Yeah, look at they're all posing. It's great.
And I think, you know, everybody's really into helping out the kids these days and volunteering for these events because they know these kids have missed so much over the past few
I
years.
think you're right.
Yep.
Yeah. There we go. So if you notice, the girls are almost 100% wearing a wrist corsage.
Yeah,
You know, a very high percentage. It's so much easier
The
than
trend.
pinning it onto your dress.
absolutely.
Oh, I like the white dinner suit.
Yep, nice looking suits.
Oh, red sparkles.
You know, it's such a cool event because, again, like I said, I can't stress it enough that it's a celebrity moment for
Yeah.
them. They're dressed like celebrities, they're
Right.
walking down a red carpet like celebrities, and they're surrounded by all the parents cheering them on. I can only imagine being a high school kid, what's going through their minds as they kind of walk down through this crowd and off to our right and turning the corner, going down the old bus port. It's lined
I
wall
know,
to wall with
because
parents.
you know what, Chris? It wasn't always like this. It
Yeah.
started with the class of 2010
Okay.
when they went to Foxborough, the Gillette Stadium
Okay,
at
yep.
the time. And they knew they couldn't have a grand march with the parents, so we said, let's do it here. Everybody liked it so much.
I think it's
a
one of my
tradition.
favorite traditions here. Some of my students sometimes about their prom date, and it's a little different, I would say, way years past where, you know, you had to have put a date. and
Right.
The date was an official date. You see a lot of friends just saying, hey, let's go to prom together and have fun, and sometimes I think that's even more fun for the kids because there's no pressure, no stress. It's
It
not
really is, Chris.
Yeah.
It takes so much pressure off the kids,
Yep.
and everybody can go.
I always, so, you know, when I talk to my students, I'm always like, just go with a friend. Grab a friend and go. That way there's just none of that angst. And just
Right.
you go and you dance and you have fun. You're not worried about your date because you're friends.
You know what else I hear? I hear kids are going like in shuttle buses and things like that, so
Yep.
they're partying
Yeah, that's true.
on
Hi,
the
Gabby.
way in.
Yes.
I don't know if there's as many limos.
Yeah, there's a couple of limos. I saw a couple of limos, but I think the other nice part about where the location seems to bounce back and forth from Castleton over to Atkinson, and they're both within a couple of miles of the school.
Right.
So the kids don't feel the need or the pressure to get a big limo and spend all of that money.
Exactly.
Just drive on over and, you know, get a ride from your parents. But there are a few limos and stuff, and I know that's part of the whole
Right.
thing, the
Experience.
experience of going to a prom sometimes. But,
Right.
you know, they're just going a couple miles down the road.
Very nice.
It's very nice. Yep.
So they also have that senior breakfast coming up where they go back to
That's
their
true.
elementary
That's true.
school. They meet with their teachers. What a nice little walk
Looking
down memory lane that is.
Mike Foss looking good, very dapper. Oh, Sue, you're gonna love these sunglasses coming up.
So the
Absolutely.
pink heart sunglasses.
And see, you know, that's what's gonna set you apart. Accessorize, accessorize, accessorize.
Very stylish, ladies.
Good
Looks
look.
great.
Yep, very nice. Yep,
Yeah, beautiful.
yep. You know, I'm seeing a trend with the guys a lot of times too. I'm seeing these the black shirts with the monochrome
Yes,
black, and
that
that's
is
a
pretty
cool
big.
trend. Yeah. Again, the shoes are on point with the red shoes matching the
Yes,
red
I
bow
think,
tie.
Let's say this, Chris. This year the theme will be about the shoes.
Yes,
They're
absolutely.
all working them shoes.
Here we go. All right. Miss Amazing,
Awesome.
looking lovely, you guys. Awesome.
Yeah. Sweet.
I hope you can hear the cheers loud and clear like we're hearing them. All these kids, again, getting the celebrity treatment for one night, Susan.
Right. So come to find out, this is a very well-watched show in replay. A lot of grandparents from all over watch it
Yep.
later. It's very popular. Not to mention all these kids get to see themselves, how they looked walking down the red
I'll tell
carpet.
you, a few years ago when I covered a prom my first year here, we have a YouTube channel for our TV class, SBD TV on YouTube. one of the most watched videos of all time on our channel over the last 6 years is the class of 2017's prom.
Really?
Because the one year we did like a full highlight reel, so I went back to that this year, and we do have a camera crew of students over at Atkinson Country Club. They're going to be interviewing students, and they're going to be videotaping the dancing. We're going to edit together a highlight reel, so you kind of sort of get an inside look at the prom.
Like that.
And to your point, I think parents and everyone in the community just loves to see these kids dressed up, having fun,
Right.
enjoying themselves. And I think the big reason is it's reminiscent of your own
Oh, I agree.
youth and your own time as a student.
Yes.
When you reflect back on your years of high school, many of us just think of our proms. We think
Right.
of big events like graduation and those things. So I think maybe it's a time for us to kind of feel young again and look
Right.
back at our own time.
There we go.
All right. So Aaron Santola is going to be coming with us to Skills USA. Aaron's
Oh,
taking
okay.
off right
What-
now. He's a graphic design student.
Okay, Skills USA. When
Yeah.
does that kick off,
That's
Chris?
June 20th to June 25th in Atlanta, Georgia.
Okay.
All right.
In the past, you've done very well there.
Yep. One of my sending students, she's a junior on the right here, Emily Ahern. She's in TV1.
Okay.
And she's a Timberlane student. She's here with her date from Salem. And that's what I was saying earlier. I love seeing the sending students are able to come back. Students outside of Salem High School seniors are able to come to prom now. So, again, very different vibe from last year.
Yes, yes.
That, again,
Just the
coupled with all the parents being here.
Right, right. Very nice. I like the leopard
That jacket is awesome,
Yep.
by the way. Yes.
There we go.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Absolutely. Now, I wonder if any of them are nervous, Susan, as they come out and turn that corner and see the wall of parents.
How can you not
You know,
be?
anyone that's sort of like, oh, yikes, you know, maybe not too. Sarah Moran. So Sarah on the right here is a double CTE. She graduates this year with a certificate from TV video production and health occupation.
Nice.
So she overlapped her junior year and did 2 CTEs at the same time, and so.
That's awesome.
You know, that's another thing. The opportunities here at Salem High School, the CTE programs, the ROTC program, the drama and arts program, the music programs here. There is no shortage of things these kids can get involved
In fact, I remember, let's go back to the culinary. I remember they had like a chopped.
Oh, a couple years ago.
chopped,
Yeah.
competition.
A couple of years ago, they had this sort of event, where they competed against all of the other schools in the state in a chopped competition. It was really cool, and then those are the kinds of really cool opportunities. And you know, to brag about CTE, I'm sorry, I have to pat ourselves on the back, our department. There's so many great things. Health occupation, they cleaned house this year in their competitions, and they're going on there. I believe it's Tennessee or something. Joa DeBracchi here, another TV kid. Joa is going to be going to Skills USA as well. She won gold in TV video production with Zach Merritt.
Oh, wonderful.
She's another one. So between FBLA, Future Business Leaders of America, Skills USA, trade competitions, and last week, cosmetology went up to Concord to compete in a hair show against several schools from the state of New Hampshire, and Salem cleaned up.
Wow, that's awesome.
And recently we had a Magnify Voices mental health PSA contest where Salem had 4 out of the top 20 entries, and the People's Choice Award they won. And then the New Hampshire High School Film Festival is coming up where 5 out of the top 20 are Salem entries.
I know one of them is with the film club,
Yes.
and the rest are with the TV class.
Yes. So I know Chris Dodge, my director, CTE director, he said to me last week that he just can't keep up with it all right now, and he's proud. He's very, very proud of his staff. He's built a formidable CTE staff. Every instructor on their A game, producing high quality results in the classrooms, and that shows in what all these kids do in these state, local, and national competitions. Alfredo DeCuna, graduate last year, class of 2021. He's at Suffolk University, just finished his first year there.
Former Youth of the Year
He's back, former
finalist.
Youth of the Year.
Finalist,
He's
yep.
back to...
You know what's funny? They look so different to me, all dressed
Yeah,
up.
it's sometimes I
even
catch
though
myself.
You know
I know.
them,
Yep.
you don't recognize them.
Well, so Ariana Cabrera, her dad, Jesus Cabrera, IT staff member,
Oh,
and she is student senior graduating this year from Salem High School. And Andrew Clark Hodgkins over here, Boys and Girls Club Youth of the Year guy over here.
And Erin Devine, also Youth of the Year. Have a great night.
And we've got to be getting pretty close to the
Two
end.
shades of blue and
Oh,
a
I
purple.
love those. Absolutely. Great. Good looks. Eddie Rowell.
Okay. He's got a cheering squad.
There's Eddie. Looking good. Looking dapper. And he's got his own personal cheering squad. How about that?
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, I like the white dress. Very pretty.
Yep.
Yeah, it's hard to tell. I think they're bringing them out in clusters.
Yeah.
There you go.
And I'm trying to, is there real one trend, as they say?
Except
I mean, like
maybe
you said, a lot of the
jewel tone
the jewel
colors.
tone.
I think that's the biggest
That's
one.
probably the biggest
But it is
trend.
all over the place. There's many.
Yeah. And you think of all of the planning and preparation that these kids have gone through. I know that they're allowed to get dismissed a little bit early today. They were allowed to get dismissed. Most were out by about 12:45. So now you've got all these hair appointments, makeup appointments, and all of this stuff that goes into this.
There's the orange sneakers.
Oh, very cool.
Some
The
orange
Converse.
sneakers.
It's a good look. The Chuck Taylors.
Yep. Perfect.
You know, I got to tell you, they're probably going to be two of the happiest people at the prom, not worried about
No kidding.
having hurting feet from shoes.
Right. You recently married, Chris. Congratulations to you.
Thank you very much. Yeah, in October.
Did you
Yeah.
dance?
I did. And, you know, that was funny. My wife and I chose to wear Chuck Taylor Converse sneakers to our wedding. And I was never happier that she made that suggestion because I said, I never worried about it. Wearing uncomfortable shoes all night at my wedding.
You know what some of the girls do? They have their comfortable shoes in their
And then
car,
they bring
and they
sandals.
swap it out.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
That looks great.
Very nice. Looking great, you guys.
That was beautiful. That was Deanna DePrimo. No, Danielle DePrimo.
And the purple. Again, you're seeing a lot of that monochrome guys with the black shirts and the black jackets. And then just the accent piece that matches the dress. Yep.
It's our little sparkle and the sparkly bow tie. Places is there you go.
Yep.
Some
The matching red.
Yes.
Yeah. It's a good look. Yep. Charlie's Angels.
Yes, Charlie's Angels.
There they are. It's a very good one.
So I've noticed a couple of the girls that have red hair are wearing black dresses.
Yes.
And that's like such a classic combination.
Absolutely.
There we go.
Very nice. Looking good.
Here's a couple that we spoke to earlier
Yep.
in the gymnasium.
Absolutely. You know, that was the other thing, too. We're interviewing kids, and, you know, when I go by the guidance office, you can see where you see some of the banners where the kids are going to school. A lot of great schools these kids are going to next year. That's incredible for them.
It is. Coming up pretty soon. First, we'll see these two. These girls look great.
They do. Very nice. Lovely.
Beautiful. Coming up are three friends, and the girl in the center is Aaliyah Capizano, and she too was one of the Youth of the Year finalists.
Yes, she was. Yep,
She
absolutely.
said she loved theater.
Great experience, she said. I know I went to, Atkinson was the site of the prom in 2019, I believe. And it's such a beautiful, beautiful location, looking over the golf course. And so, you know, you can't beat the two locations that I've seen the prom, Castleton and Atkinson.
Right.
Two just fantastic
It's
locations.
either the lake, you're either overlooking the pond, or the golf course.
Yeah,
one or the
yeah,
other.
yeah.
Right.
And I think, just speaking to the kids, talking to them casually before we went on air, a lot of them are excited for the dancing and, of course, the food.
Right,
Who
right.
can beat that?
Chris, there has been a new trend. You were talking about going to colleges.
Right.
There has been a new trend to do 2 years
Yep.
either at Northern Essex
Yep.
or UMass Lowell, and then possibly going someplace else for the final 2. That is somewhat of a cost savings.
It is a piece of advice that I share with any student that will listen. There is absolutely nothing wrong with that. It's a smart idea. It's a frugal idea. It saves you a lot of money. Go off to a 2-year community college. Get some of your core academics out of the way at a discounted price. There's a lot of great community colleges, whether it's NECO or Great Bay or Manchester Community College.
Right.
And you can get some great education, and then you can transfer
If you want to
to
live
a school
away.
if you want to live away and do a couple of years.
Right.
Yeah, you see
Now,
a lot
I'm
of
not
that.
sure if there's going to be loan forgiveness on some of those loans. They're talking about it, but they've been talking about it for a long time. So
They have been.
time will tell.
Yeah. But I definitely think it's smart for these kids to think ahead and think about those things and save a little bit of money and not get into so much
Debt.
college debt. Yeah.
Right, right. It's lovely.
So we have Savannah and Lily. Lily was one of those cosmetology students.
Oh, really? In yellow or black?
Yeah, in yellow. And then
yellow?
Savannah's a TV kid. Yeah.
I know the cosmetology also did some sort of, like it looked like a crash victim where they did makeup, and it was very effective. Very realistic.
So Zan on the right, he's another one they're another one going to Skills USA. They're going to be competing in digital cinema production.
Nice. I think Zan helped us on the crew last year.
Yes, yep. Zan was actually doing the Steadicam last year, and Brady
Followed
York is now on that Steadicam, that TV1 student. Yep.
You have to have a steady
Yep.
hand. Oh, I think we're nearing the end.
Nearing the end.
Chris.
Hunter looking good with I like the white jacket. I'm digging the sneakers. It's a good look. Absolutely.
Yes.
Keep it comfortable. Keep it casual.
That's cool.
Yep. Very nice. Yep.
Very cool.
Yeah. The emerald green. It's very cool. And then the upturned sleeves to match the dress.
Oh,
Yep.
yes. Where do you find that? That's awesome. Here we go.
Yep. Good look, gentlemen. Good look.
All right.
Absolutely. Nope.
That's my mom.
He said, "That's my mom." Looks like Joey's back. She was a graduate from last year.
Oh.
Big time theater kid, cosmetology student.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
You know what? I have to say, a lot of parents hung in to the end.
Now we saved the last, I guess, Matt and Alyssa. Is this going to be couple of the year?
I don't know.
There's some sort of significance to them being the
The last
pair to do this. So,
But
yeah.
you know
Well-
what? We have to say thank you to all the parents for
Oh,
hanging
yeah.
in.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's hard to be here for the very last person. You know,
They
when
did, and
maybe
they
your
stayed
kid-
till the end to cheer. There's still a huge crowd
Really
here.
is.
I'm seeing a mass exodus, though.
But anyways, good luck to everybody. And to the class of 2022, we wish you the best of luck.
Absolutely. Have a blast. It's been a great 4 years with you, and good luck with everything you do.
You have been watching the 2022 Grand March, live from Salem High School in Salem, New Hampshire. For the Salem School District Media Services, thank you for watching.